Welcome back to PTI, everyone. This is Liana, Isabel, and Cole, and our topic is we're discussing most underrated NBA player. Cole, what do you think is your most underrated NBA player opinion?
I think the most underrated NBA player in the league is Dante DiVincenzo because I believe he can, whenever you see him from the three-point line, it's basically almost an automatic make, and you can really trust him in the clutch situations.
Okay, that's not bad. I'll let the others go before I tell mine. What about you, Liana?
I would definitely say Drew Holiday, and I'm not only being biased because he used to be on the Sixers. I've always been a Drew Holiday fan. I mean, he's a great passer, scorer, and especially a great rebound, especially for his size.
You're on point there. I gotta say that too, but mine is Devin Vassell. I don't think you guys heard of him. 19 points per game, 37% field goal percentage. Good passer. He was the best Spurs player before Victor Wembanyama, and he was so good that the Spurs gave him a 5-year, $145 million contract. He was the only reason the Spurs won a single game. Drew Holiday has just Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Derek White, Al Horford, Kristaps Porzingis, Dante DiVincenzo. He has Jalen Brunson, Julius Randle, Mitchell Robinson, Josh Hart, OG Anunoby. What are you guys even talking about? Devin Vassell, he was the best player. The only other guy you can think of is Zach Collins. Zach Collins on the Spurs, he stinks, not a starter. Devin Vassell is probably the most underrated NBA player in the league. It's his. What about you, Isabella?
I think it's Tyrese Maxey. Even though he was an all-star, I don't think he's getting the respect he deserves. He could definitely be top 25 in the league right now. He was such a good second leader. Once Embiid went out, he stepped up. Even though they didn't win as many games as the Sixers were hoping, he was still so good. And if maybe some of the other players stepped up, they could have won a lot more games.
Tyrese Maxey is getting talked about a lot. Is Devin Vassell getting talked about? No. He would be talked about if he was on a good team, like the Milwaukee Bucks. Why? Because he's on the Spurs. Maxey's on the Sixers, and he averages 25 a game. He's talked about just as well as Embiid. He's like Embiid's little brother, and the dynamic duo of both of those guys.
Yeah, he's talked about by Sixers fans.
Yeah, other fans talk about him. I talk about him sometimes too. Maxey's good. Don't get me wrong. He's really good, but he's properly rated.
I don't know.
Devin
guys.
Vassell. No one talks about him because he's on the Spurs.
Because I think
Maybe the Spurs are irrelevant and he can't lead a team.
Yeah, I think I would have heard of him if he was a bit better. I mean, I don't know. I personally think Drew Holiday is a great underrated player. I mean, he's won 2 championships on 2 different teams. So that shows that he's a great teammate, so he can work with any type of player, you know. He's not only been sticking to one core group. He's met many people throughout his time in the NBA and won a championship on both of the teams, the Bucks and the Celtics.
But who had to do all the work by themselves? Devin Vassell.
He has Victor Wembanyama.
Exactly.
Before Wemby, he was putting up good stats. All right.
No.
Okay, guys, this is one that's a little bit too hard to settle here, but I think it's time to wrap it up.
Thank you, Cole, Isabella, and Liana. This is us signing off.
Bye.